stats are the power values that show the offensive and defensive strength of a hero. Furthermore, many skill effects scale off of a particular stat. But how do they work, and how can you calculate and influence them? You can look up the main hero stats here. Attack is one of the 2 damage stats. It is an important stat for heroes that deal attack damage. In most cases, these are either attack damage captains or vanguards. Defense is the defensive counterpart to attack. It is the most important stat for vanguards. Many vanguard skills, such as David's main skill, have effects that scale with defense. Intelligence is a unique stat, because it is both a damage stat and its own defensive counterpart. For a hero, this means the higher your own intelligence, the less damage you take from enemy intelligence damage skills. It's like 2 generals trying to outsmart each other with their intelligence. Intelligence is also the most important stat for nearly all supportive heroes, because most heal and debuff skills scale with intelligence. The SGE or siege stat defines how much endurance damage your hero does. You can look up the combined siege value of your whole army here. I will talk more about this in my video on endurance damage. Agility is the stat that decides in which order heroes act during battle. As you can see here, my Maria acts first, because she has the most agility of all 6 heroes in this battle. By the way, there are many hero stats that I like to call invisible stats. These include stats like attack damage, int damage, attack crit rate, int crit rate, attack crit damage, int crit damage, attack active skill damage, attack combo damage, and many more. These stats all have a base value of 0, except for crit damage, which starts at 50% and can only be increased or reduced during battle, through buffs and debuffs. But how are the main stats of a hero calculated? The formula is base stats plus unit growth stats times hero level plus extra stats. That sounded complicated, so let's break it down. Every hero has his own base stats. You can look them up here in Premium Recruits, or if you search the hero on the lineup assistant. Rarer heroes, such as William Wallace, have higher base stats than more common heroes, like Kutuzov. Next, there are the stats that units grant your hero, the growth stats. For example, Arquebusier grants my Herald 2.05 attack and 1.1 siege per hero level. My Herald is level 44, so he gains plus 90 attack and plus 48 siege through equipping this unit. As you can see, unit stats are highly reliable on your hero's level and become more impactful the higher the hero level gets. Extra stats are a way to tweak the stats of your hero a little bit further. You will get 10 extra stats at every 10th hero level, so at level 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, and every time you ascend your hero. Most of the time, you can put the extra points into the recommended stats. But sometimes, you can use these points to refine your heroes. For example, you can tweak the agility if you want one of your heroes to act before another one in battles, or if you want to act first in mirror matchups. In this army, I want Toyotomi to act before Alexander, to buff his attack first, so I increase his extra stats until his total agility is 1 above Alexander's. Another example. In earlier seasons, there was a militarist bond meta. Everyone was running the Herald bond. Putting only 1 point into the agility of your 3 heroes made them act first against their counterparts in most mirror matchups, and gave them a significant advantage. So, now you know how to impact the stats of your hero and how important picking the right unit for your hero can be. If you have further questions, feel free to ask in the comments.